Frau, I know exactly which movie you're gonna review tonight. You are going to review The Return, The Revenge of Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2, the most gay iconic movie of them all. But no, it is too obvious and too many people know about that movie already. So instead I'm gonna go to one of my other gay favorite movies, gay favorite horror movies, that is called so much as Witchboard from 1986. It is also a really gay camp horror movie that you should know about. I don't think as many people know about that as people do know about Freddy Krueger. So that's why I'm gonna review it. The movie was conceived and directed by Kevin Tenney. And this is actually his first movie ever. And what a movie it is indeed. He based the movie on a witchboard. And in this case, a witchboard is nothing else than an Ouija board. Or like the cast in this movie calls it Ouija board. Which is some French word for God knows what. Dig our claws down into Witchboard and see if we can scratch something out. Ouija board is actually a combination between the French and the German words for yes, oui and ja, Ouija. So that's why it's called Ouija board. At least that's what they say in this movie. Who knows? They also mention a lot of other things that that the purer you are, the easier you have to connect with the spirits. For example, if you are not intoxicated or if you're non-smoker, that fucks up your blood, then you have an easier way to get connection with the other world. And you're also supposed to have the Ouija board on your knees to get more physical contact with the other world. And some stupid and quite funny original theories. The story surrounds the three main characters, Linda, Brandon, and Jim, I believe. So Linda and Jim are dating. And they are having a house party, which Brandon is coming into. And they play all this good synth music like they did in the 80s. And everybody had these amazing hairstyles and quite eccentric makeup and fashion. Not familiar with.
For your information, dude, the Ouija board has been around since recorded history. It was in wide use as far back as 540 BC.
I guess if Barbie dolls have been around that long, you'd be talking to them too.
Beats talking to you.
That's because I use words with more than one syllable.
Oh, would you like to talk about that?
He's being responded by some insults and some funny comebacks like, "Oh, what is that? Who believes in that kind of crap? Ho 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 ho."
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Why'd you stop?
That wasn't David.
Well, then who was it?
I don't know. Like I said, they like to lie sometimes.
How do you know it wasn't David?
Well, David was 10 when he died, not 8. Besides, we have a special signal that no other spirit knows.
Ooh, that's a little spooky.
It's a little stupid.
It's a lot stupid.
So yes, Brandon says to Linda that spirits usually lies and hides their identities. So they pretend to be other spirits when you're on the Ouija board. Isn't that convenient, Linda? And the other party members, they are watching it with misbelief and are throwing shady and hilarious comments to what they are doing.
Just a little dead, that's all.
Shut up, Jim.
What's he gonna do, haunt me?
Insults! You should just watch this movie because of all the good insults and all the shades that are thrown hither and forth.
Those are brand new tires. Now, how do you explain it?
I don't know, man. Maybe your buddy Casper did it.
That's right. Because you made him angry.
Later on, the Ouija board is left by Linda, and she herself tried to contact David, the little boy that is from the other world. And she does. So they have a little good chat over the board. Not familiar. So they do that a lot. And then her mentality starts to change a little bit. And Jim, who is his boyfriend, starts to notice that Linda is changing. And he's wondering, what's happened, darling? Oh, I'm just pregnant. And she thinks she's pregnant because she throws up. But could it be that she's actually just being possessed? You just have to watch it for yourself. So at first, the Jim character, he's really an asshole. And he is really like bullying all the supernatural things. And he has a very good character progress throughout this movie. And it is later discovered that he has a very good bond with Brandon. They used to be best buddies. They actually have a past together as best buddies or something cool like that. And I myself want to believe that there was more to it than just that. But that's up to your interpretation.
You don't even love her. Let me tell you something. You haven't talked to me in 2 years, so don't stand there and tell me how I feel.
I know you better than you think I do, Jim. I know why you dropped out of med school. Does Linda? Because you knew you'd make a lousy doctor. Because you're not capable of giving a shit about anyone but yourself.
Shut up, Brandon.
And when you get tired of Linda, you're gonna walk away from her too.
Shut up, Brandon.
Just like you did with school. Just like you did with your parents. Just like you did with... Shut up!
When at one point in the movie, Lena gets hospitalized, the two boys decide to join forces. And they actually go looking into David's past in a library. And they have to drive out of town and they drive to a bear library. So I believe that maybe they met at this bear library years ago and connected over similarities like that. I've been to bear bars before, but bear libraries? That must have been a thing in the 80s. Take me there now. Up in the night. Love it. And the best camp character in this movie is called Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth Crawford, to be more exact. And she is a medium that Brandon knows because he hangs out with these queer people, apparently. And she looks like, God knows what, she looks like a goth rock bitch from the 80s. She has her eyeshadow up to her eyebrows, just like I am doing. And she looks super amazing. And when she starts to talk, the first thing she does as a medium, lame ass joke about, oh, you should not believe how all the medium, what they say, ho ho ho. And then a few seconds later, she's actually channeling David or some other spirits through her voice. So first she makes fun of herself and then she just do it. And you cannot really tell what is a joke and what is not in this movie. And that's what also makes it very fun to watch.
I'm gonna make contact now, so whatever happens, stay in your seat, all right? If you stand or talk, the contact might be broken. Bummer. I forgot my crystal ball. Just a little psychic humor. I don't really have a crystal ball.
And just the name Sarah Beth. What the fuck? That is the best name I've ever seen in any horror movie ever. Sarah Beth.
Jim, this is Sarah Beth, the best medium in Northern California.
Hi.
So also when the two boys are together, they have a very romantic date at the graveyard. They go to a love hotel and like smudge each other up. No, they don't. But they have a heart-on-heart to each other where Jim breaks down and starts crying like a little girl in the arms of Brandon. Very much Brokeback Mountain, if you ask me.
Little psychic humor. God, why are we laughing? It helps us forget how scared we are.
So what you may not know about this movie is that the director Kevin Tenney, he actually based the character Jim on himself because he's been in a similar situation. Ooh la la.
What happened to us, man? We used to be like brothers. I don't know, things change.
Okay, that's all I had for tonight. Thank you for watching this Witch review, and I hope you liked it. As always, like and subscribe, and share me around the universe. Stay spooked until next time. Good night!